An observation, it, in my understanding about NVC, is it's one of the 4 components of the grammar, right? So in the observation, the point, as far as I can tell, is to say something to indicate what you're talking about, and to say it in a way that you hope the other person would agree. So it wouldn't be an observation to say, when you slammed the door, because one person's slam might be another person's gentle closing. So observation might be when you closed the door, or when you came in just now. So the person knows what I'm talking about. Oh, you're going to tell me I slammed it, right? Well, thank you for telling me what you think. I would like to be heard for what's going on in me, how that felt, and what I would like, what I'd need. Anyway, just changing it. So I just thought of another team game that's also fun. So I'm going to do that after this one. It's the bad, sad, mad, glad game. Bad, sad, mad, glad game. I chose that name for it because when Marshall first started practicing, learning, developing NVC, he said he was only aware of 4 feelings: mad, sad, bad, and glad. So he expanded from there. So I use that for the name of the game. So let's do the observation one first. So I'm going to show you an object, and someone who would like to try their hand or their ability to describe it as in observation language without evaluation, or just to describe what you're looking at in a way that you're hoping other people would agree or understand what you meant. And so I'm going to pick this one. Okay. So here is an object. Would someone like to make an observation about what you're looking at?
I'll say, can I say, it looks like a pink animal.
I'm stopping you already because I want you to use all the tools that you can think of to use, like the tool of self-referencing. So it looks to me like, yeah? Okay,
Gotcha.
Go ahead.
Okay. The object looks to me like a pink bear.
Pink bear? So let's check if this, would you ask other people if they agree or if they see something different?
Sure. So Margot, what do you see?
Let me see. I'm pausing because I did ask you to ask other people. I didn't necessarily mean by name, because if you want to call an A person, instead of asking them what they see, let's practice NVC, right? So let's check with her and see, would you be willing to say what you see?
Got you. Thank you.
Because she might not be willing, right? So.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Margot, would you be willing to share what you see?
Yes. Yes, I see a small pink stuffed bear.
Thank you.
So how many people think that was a clear observation? Let me ask you something. What is small? Is this small to a little tiny mosquito, or is this huge? That's an evaluative word, small. So how would you describe it? Like you're seeing it in my hand. So how would you describe this in a word that isn't small, that's more accurate about its size? Marco?
I see a pink bear that looks to be a few inches tall.
Looks to me, that would be the self-referencing, right? Looks to me to be a few inches tall. Now, is there anyone who would say something different, or does that sound like an observation to you? Oh, I forgot to say the part about you can't get it right and you can't get it wrong. We're just doing this to, have fun and learn and enjoy being together and figuring this stuff out. I dropped the bear. That was an observation.
That would be one. There's more than one way of observing, yes? Because I might say, I see a small pink bear that would fit in the palm of my hand.
There you go. Because you
Okay.
can see it in the palm of my hand. Yeah. So that would be how you would. So to you, it looks like that. Yep.
Thank you.
Yeah. If you'd stopped after the small without saying that about the hand, then we wouldn't know what kind of small. Yeah.
Well, being relative.
Yeah. Relevant. Yeah. Relative. Relative. Yeah. Relative. So, and this would be what we're talking about now in the observation, how I was like coaching people and saying, what about the small one, the da-da-da, is that we're refining it, or I'm attempting to, for accurate observational language. In real life, out in the wild, you can say, oh, look, there's a little pink bear. Or do you see that? That's what I see. I'm going to say small, little, pink, whatever I want. If the other person understands what I'm talking about, do you see what I see? That thing in that person's hand? Oh yeah, it doesn't look like a bear. Somebody yesterday said the thing I was holding looked like a dog. Like, oh, could be a dog, Looked like a dog to him. Okay. So then we said, well, what if it was a small, fit in the hand, pink animal? Would everyone agree to that? And everyone said, yeah, animal. Looks to me like a dog, looks to you like a horse, looks to you like a bear. Because in communication, we're doing our best and loving ourselves for all the rest. We're doing our best to establish that kind of quality of connection that inspires natural giving and receiving. So the more that we're on the same page, quote unquote, the more likely we are to agree.